Hey lovely sexy hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is going to be the flick through for issue 51 of Dungeons and Dragons Adventurer. My delivery dropped yesterday, so I've got 4 more issues to get through, but today we're just going to look through issue 51. So issue 51, we get another map with this one. It's single-sided by the look of it, so be interesting to see what that looks like. But as I said, I got my delivery, so we got 51, we got 52, 53, and then 54 that I'll do videos for. Right then, so issue 51. Here we go. Oh, it looks like we've got 2. So we have 1 and 2. Right, we'll come on to these because again I'm a little bit disappointed with them. Right. Diseases, common maladies and cures. We present your license to ill, or at least some guidance on introducing strange diseases into your campaign. DMs can choose how easy it is to cure different levels of disease. For more common diseases, a lesser restoration spell or other simple cure could work to resolve them. Common diseases include mummy rot and rot grub. Rot grub. More of a parasite, these creatures are often encountered in swarms. However, individual grubs might also infest food or drink that's consumed by an adventurer, infecting them. The standard cure? Fire. Okay. So our dwarf bard, her current backstory and reason for being on the adventure that we're on at the moment is that her island or home village or something has a disease, and she's seeking the guidance of a wizard that has the know-how to cure that for a more exotic demise. As a DM, you may decide that the lesser restoration spell is too quick and easy of a fix for rare or magical diseases. In such cases, you might require unique cures that fit the storyline of your campaign. This may involve adventurers first learning what the cure for a certain disease is, then tracking down the components, locating a specific healer, or completing certain conditions such as killing the disease-causing creature itself. 3 diseases: cackle fever, sewer plague, and sight rot. We then get an article for DMing for 1 player. Much of D&D may be focused on group activities, but it's still possible and even rewarding to run a game for a party of 1. Rebalance combat. So this is probably the biggest challenge of a single player game. Most D&D adventurers are calibrated for group encounters, and what would be an easy encounter for a group of 4 heroes can prove deadly to a solo character. Include a sidekick, be generous, remember it's not a duel. Githyanki. These pitiless warriors have thrown off their shackles to launch raids across the multiverse. Okay. So, the Githyanki story is one of domination, emancipation, and then domination again, by their tyrannical leader. Having been bred and trained for war as servants of the mind flayers, the Githyanki have never known anything beyond a martial existence. Okay, so they're kind of like wasps, just arseholes. Beholders. There is no beauty in the eyes of these beholders, only your choice of sleep, death, or petrification. Xanathar, this blue beastie here, nowhere is the cunning but idiosyncratic beholder more exemplified than Xanathar, one of the crime lords of Waterdeep, a surprisingly populous city for a beholder to operate within. Xanathar weaves its tangled plots and schemes hidden away in the literal underworld of Skullport located beneath the city. Its only true companion is Silgar, a goldfish it keeps as a beloved pet and which is secretly and continuously replaced when it dies by Xanathar's minions for fear of the beholder's reaction should it ever find out. Okay, fair enough. I think I've got a 3D print for Xanathar. Or certainly for beholders, so it wouldn't be too difficult to paint it blue. Mind flayers, the brain-sucking scourge of the multiverse. Mind flayers are as unfathomable as they are feared. Few monsters are as feared as mind flayers, also known as illithids. They are creatures of supreme intelligence whose sinister plots have reached across worlds and enslaved entire peoples. They're very Cthulhu-esque, aren't they, with the tentacles on the face. Mind Flayer colonies. Mind Flayers are forever scheming, usually to advance their power in some manner. As outcasts, they've hidden themselves far from the surface world, in the dark recesses of the Underdark, away from prying eyes and justice of the cities above. And then we have intellect devourers and mind witnesses. These walking brains and floating telepathic eyes are both grotesque experiments of the mind flayers. Okay. Then we see intellect devourers in Honor Among Thieves, the film. So intellect devourers and then mind witnesses. Oh, we got Flumps again. More Flumps. In the gloomy, dangerous depths of the Underdark, the friendly Flumps are welcome beacons of light. Excellent. I need to try and find a print for those, I think. Flumps usually group in living families known as cloisters, drifting on the tectonic winds as they search for sustenance, safety, and the company of good-hearted adventurers. For if Flumps are able to glean your strength of heart, kindly thoughts, and compassionate nature, they will automatically head towards those positive feelings. It's worth noting that while they may be ethereal and mild, these telepathic communicators are actually great scholars of the world and possess a wide array of history and knowledge. Befriending a cloister can supply a group of adventurers with much wisdom. Right, and then moving into our encounter, it is called the Frazzled Flumps. So, encounter background. Kraesir, the Undying, vile necromancer and power-hungry servant of Orcus, demon prince of undeath, is the mastermind behind the army of living dead that plagues the Underdark. The characters have never felt his cult's influence in Neverwinter. The characters have even felt his cult's influence in Neverwinter and the Moonshays. Kraesir brokered a pact between Orcus and Gormak, an honourless warrior of the Thunderspear Orcs. Gormak was infused with Orcus' deathless power, allowing him to defeat his rival Tirka, and claim her role as leader of the Thunder Spear Orcs. Having learned of the character's activities through his spies, having learned of the character's activities through his spies, Kraesir has decided it's time to see what the adventurers are made of. So there you go. Beginning the encounter. The characters are travelling through the Underdark with their new companions, Tirka, the Banished, former war chief of the Thunderspear Orcs, en route to the Crags, the home of her people. So there you go. And we have truth. Kraesir, as scary, is deceiving the characters, but there is some truth to his story. Abandoned lair features. Okay, so let's have a look. Right, so here we go. The abandoned lair is the first map. And again, why could they not print this up so that it was to scale? You know, one square equals 5 feet. You know, just scale it up so that the squares are 1 inch, and you can obviously then place your characters, because most of like the medium characters have like a 25mm base. Would have been nice. Brain Library, Tadpole Chamber, Illithid Quarters, Arcane Laboratory, and then ending the character and the Waffy Cloak. Waff. The Dark Spider Silk Cloak is made by Drow. It is a cloak of elven kind. It loses its magic if exposed to sunlight for 1 hour without interruption. While you wear this cloak with its hood up, wisdom perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks made to hide. As the cloak's armour shifts to camouflage you, pulling the hood up or down requires an action. What does Waffy stand for? I mean, Waff, when I was a reservist, Waff was fighting in woods and forests. But Waffy probably stands for nothing. But then we have a Flumps stat block, we have an Intellect Devourer stat block, and we have a Mind Witness stat block. So yeah, all the monsters. Well, not all of them. There you go. Right, so here we go. We've got these maps. And I like the fact that we are getting maps. Give me a second, let me get the other ones. Okay, so the other maps that we got, which are of a similar, well actually they're even smaller in scale, were these ones. So Tomb of the Sun King, and as you can see the squares for these are actually even smaller, which is a shame. It is such a shame. You know, but then they'll go and print Underdark maps, you know, to scale like this, and I just think it's such a wasted opportunity. Such a wasted opportunity. Anyway, I'll climb off my soapbox. But yeah, there we go. Those are the two maps. Even the squares are different sizes to each other. Abandoned Lair and Underdark Cave. So I wonder if the Abandoned Lair is going to be... Oh no, that was this one. And Underdark Cave, I wonder if this might be in the next magazine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Alright, take care. Bye-bye.